Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, another day, another gun control bill has been introduced. Interestingly enough, from the same congressman in Florida, Florida District 22, if it really matters to you. But this is going to rely on a lot of videos that we've done in the previous week, but also previous month, because we're starting to see a pattern here, guys, and something's developing, and I want to know if you guys see it too, and if I'm crazy, but everything is in the description box below. Every video I'm going to reference, every article from research, everything, so you guys get the same stuff, it's right down there, and let me know what you think in the comments field below. But the the content that we're going to cover tonight is the new bill that's been introduced, anti-gun bill to the extreme. This one is trying to up the actual purchasing age from 18 to 21 on rifles and shotguns. Now, pretty much standard across the board, rifles and shotguns, you can be 18 to purchase a legal adult. Handguns in some states are 21. Now, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that a federal court just overruled that and said 18-year-olds can now buy handguns in a portion of the country, and it's working its way through the legal system. Again, both of those videos, one looks like this and one looks like this. They're both linked in the description box below, so you guys can keep up with what we've been talking about if you happen to miss it. But we're going to dive in here really deeply and look at the bills, because this is crazy town, and what we always talk about on this channel is why. Right now, you have H.R. 8 and H.R. 1446, both landmark deals from the Democrats put through the House that's stagnant in the Senate. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. They're barely getting infrastructure by, and even then, they don't have full buy-in from the Democratic caucus. The Senate's going to filibuster any kind of gun control that comes through, and flat out, nothing's moving. They haven't even called these things to a vote yet because they know they don't have it. Chipman is languishing. That's a good one. Languishing in the nomination process, and every day that goes on, that gets worse for him. But why? Why would they introduce more gun control bill to change established law across the nation for no outcome? Well, we're going to dive into that because that's what we talk about on this channel is the why. So let's dive in. I want to know what you guys think in the comments field below, and let's hit it. All right, so the bill in question is H.R. 4992 to amend Title 18, United States Code, to increase the age at which a rifle or shotgun may be acquired from a federally licensed firearms dealer and other purposes. Okay, so basically just up in the age. I don't really need to go much deeper, right? But interesting here, notice the person who did it. Theodore E. Deutsch, Democratic representative of Florida. I'm going to come up with multiple names on here because I love the name Theodore. So here we go. This is what we did about, 3 days ago. This is the video we talked about, and it was specifically about this bill, H.R. 4953, where they wanted to move all semi-automatic weapons or rifles that had detachable magazines into the NFA. Now, again, watch the video. It's linked in the description box below for more detail, but that's what they did 3 days ago. And apparently, Teddy has a crush on rifles because both of these bills that he's introduced in the past 3 days both have to do with rifles. One getting into the NFA, which is not going to happen, and the other one is up in the age requirements from 18 to 21, also most likely not to happen. So why? Let's dive into it a little bit, especially in the timing, because if you guys recall, we also talked about this video. Appeals court. Dealers can sell handguns to 18-year-olds. Now, that happened in July. So in July, this just came out, and we did the video, and here's the thumbnail for it. Again, linked in the description box so you guys can be up on this pattern that's developing. But this is going in the counter movement of what's occurring on the legal system, but also reading the room, right? But now we get to the why. Let's talk about this. So Theodore, Mr. Deutsch, he's from Florida. Pretty strong Democratic candidacy in Florida, okay? But let's dive in because I noticed a pattern. Check this out. As you guys know, House of Representative members are elected every 2 years. Well, an interesting thing is happening to Teddy. Check it out. In 2018, this was a midterm election. Okay, so this is a suppressed turnout, nothing really happening, whatever. On the screen, you see the election results for Theodore, in 2018. Now, he won pretty soundly. Okay, that's a midterm when election turnout is suppressed. Okay, total votes were 297, so let's just call it 300,000. He won by 62%. 62% in an off-cycle election. Now, let's go down and see what happened in 2020 when Trump was on the ballot, took Florida, and Florida is getting redder. Look what happened in 2020. Teddy still won, Teddy still pulled out the W, but he lost 3.5 percentage points. And there was an increase of 100,000 people who voted. So if you look at what's happening in Florida going more and more red, a bigger turnout for the Republican side and the Democratic side. But now we're going into an off-cycle election in 2022. Well, 2022 is going to be heavily motivated for the Republican side. That is just historical. I'm not saying that from fact. I'm saying, my opinion, it's fact. The party not in power always gains seats. And with the House being a razor-thin margin right now, which we've talked about, he might be getting a little nervous because he lost 3.5%. That's pretty big for Teddy, especially when it's a small margin of only 400,000. What happens if you get the same amount of show up of Republicans or the voter turnout, but you lose that Democratic caucus, which is why this is what he's doing, at least in my opinion. I believe that this man is utilizing the House bill system to put bills and curry favor with his Democrats to build support because he knows that in 2022, this is going to be a bloodbath for the blue side of the aisle. And I think everyone knows it on some gut level, but we're starting to see the Democrats put things in place and say, no, look, Democrat constituency, I'm doing things, but those darn Republicans, they're just being mean and getting in the way. And guys, that's what I think we're talking about. And I think we're going to see this a lot more from the House of Representative members because it doesn't make sense why he would put this bill out. And that's the content I have for you tonight. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments field below. And until tomorrow, I'm Braden. See you later.